On this episode of Canine Corner, it's all about hitting the open road with your canine companion. We'll be talking about how to pack for a weekend away with your pup. Dr. Paula will be talking about how to help your pet if he suffers from car sickness. Plus, he will introduce you to this adorable little guy who's looking for a forever home. All this coming up right now on Canine Corner. I'm Riannon Trutanich, your host for Canine Corner, the show that your dog will give 2 paws up. We have a great show for you today. Summer is the perfect time to get away with your canine companion, so my co-host Popeye Trutanich will be joining me to share some tips for packing for your dog for the weekend. And Dr. Paula from Dr. Paula's Mobile Veterinary Service will be talking to us about overcoming car sickness in dogs. Plus, Jean Brusovich from Tranquil Pet will be sharing heat safety tips for pets. But first, let's meet adorable rescue dogs who are looking for their forever homes.
Pug Nation Rescue is a non-profit rescue. We're located in Gardena. We take dogs out of shelters, take them from people who cannot take care of them anymore, or take them off the street as strays as long as the owners can be found. We've been around for about 8+ years. And throughout that time, we've rescued and rehomed over 1,600 dogs. Coming up October 19th is our big yearly Pugtacular, which is a Halloween festival. So hundreds of people come with their dogs, and we have 3 costume contests that you can enter, and all dogs are welcome as long as they're dog friendly, but mostly pugs come, of course. We have food for sale, we have vendors, we have silent auctions, we have raffles, so it's part fundraiser, part community activity, and it's a great day. It's so fun. So if you're a dog lover, whether or not you have a pug, I would say come out and join us October 19th. I think it's 11 to 4 at Torrance Park in Torrance. So we'll have information on our website, and we do offer tickets for sale at a discount pre-sale, or you could come that day and buy the tickets at the door. This little guy's name is Buck. I think about 2-3 weeks ago, we got a call from someone in the community in LA, and Buck was found outside of a restaurant all by himself. And the woman who picked him up checked, he didn't have a chip. She checked the whole neighborhood, and she said that in their little community, they know all the dogs. So she was sure he was dumped there. He wasn't neutered. He has a little tiny lameness in his back legs, but he gets along fine. He's 10 years old, sweet, gets along with other dogs, and he has the cutest little trot. Just a friendly old guy looking for his second chance. We don't know why someone would have put him out on the streets, but we were glad we got him, and he's pretty healthy. We neutered him, we got him a dental. He's ready to go.
So this is Nippy. Nippy's 14 years old. She was an owner surrender to, I believe, the North Central Shelter. She's been with us for quite a while now, and she's just so special. We're not sure why she hasn't found her home yet. She's great with other dogs. Seems to really love to be in a pack more than anything. She just loves to be where there's a lot of action and stuff going on. I personally have 3 dogs that she loves to hang out with. She thinks she's part of the family. She is prone to seizures, so she did have one seizure last year that was pretty bad. We did get her started on medication, and we haven't had a seizure since, thank goodness. So she's doing really well on the medication. The only side effects for her are that it makes her really thirsty, so she drinks a lot. Of course, urinates a lot, but she's awesome. She's got this great little feisty personality, and she's got the cutest walk. She's arthritic in the hips, the shoulders, and the elbows. So she's pretty stiff, but she gets around pretty quick on walks. So she's really awesome. This is Rufus. Rufus is 10 years old. Rufus was actually found in an alley tied to a pole. We have no idea what he was doing there, how long he'd been there. Luckily, the citizen found him and brought him to us. He is so sweet, but very independent, which, typically pugs want to be where you are. And he loves humans, but he's pretty cool doing his own thing. Great with other dogs as well. He does have a bit of a breathing issue, and we're not exactly sure what it's from. We've had x-rays done to make sure it wasn't a collapsing trachea from being tied up. Trachea looks good, lungs look good, possible slight heart murmur, but nothing really of significance. He's not on any medication for anything, so he's just a really, really cool guy, so sweet. And because of the breathing issue, he kind of breathes out of the mouth, so it looks like he's smiling all the time, which is so adorable. He's got the best space. But he's a great guy. He's just, you know, great on walks, and obviously keeping the walks short because of the breathing issue, but he just loves to just kind of just hang out and loaf around a bit, so he's really sweet. So we have a program called the HIPPO program, and it stands for Honorary Pug Parent. We started it in November of 2018, and we're up to 18 humans who are hippoing, I would say probably about 20 dogs right now, because we have a bonded pair. And basically it's for people who either can't have dogs at their home or have an existing dog that doesn't get along with other dogs. So it's kind of their way of getting another dog without taking it home. And so they come in once a week. Some of our hippo people come in for an hour, some will come in for 4 hours, and it's just hanging out one-on-one with the dog that's assigned to you, and you can take them to the park or to the beach. Some of our hippos take their dogs to Starbucks for puppuccinos, which is basically just a small cup of whipped cream, but the dogs love it. It's like always all over their face when they get back. Some of our hippos are also house check approved, so that means that their dog can sleep over at their house if they want to. You know, some of these dogs get overlooked because of age or ailment, and it gives those dogs the opportunity to have something to look forward to each week and just that dedicated one-on-one time. And the staff and I, we just cannot put into words what a huge difference the program has made for these dogs. I mean, some of them were so shy, or some of them were neglected, left in the backyard in their homes, and they're getting used to being loved on, and it's just made such a huge difference for these dogs. And we've had probably 5 or 6 get adopted because of the program. So it's just been an incredible this implementation we put into our facility, and it's been really great. We have volunteer orientations once a month, and basically it just helps us to show people how things run in our facility, so that when they come to visit, they'll know how to help us. And in that orientation, you can get information about the HIPPO program there. And basically, if you come into the orientation and decide, yes, I want to be a HIPPO, we'll put you in contact either with myself or Marianne, who's kind of like my right hand in the program. We'll get you started with the dog and go right from there. I mean, you can start same day if you want to.
If you are interested in adopting one of the dogs, please contact Pug Nation Rescue of Los Angeles by visiting pugnationla.org or call 310-327-7871. Again, 310-327-7871. Those dogs are so cute, and each of them would make the best travel buddy. And speaking of travel buddies, my co-host Popeye Trutanich is here to help me share how and what to pack for your dog for a weekend away. On the road again, just can't wait to get on the road again. Isn't that right, Popeye? If you and your dog are looking to get out of town, don't stress, because we'll tell you everything that you need to pack for your pup. Whether you're traveling by plane, train, car, boat, or even just having a staycation at a nearby hotel, there's some things that you're gonna wanna bring for your dog. The first thing is, you're gonna wanna make sure to bring your dog's food and water bowls from home. Your dog's already gonna be in a new environment, so bringing his or her food or water bowls from home will make it feel more at home. You're definitely gonna wanna bring your dog's normal food as well. Having the same food will help keep your dog on his or her schedule. And of course, you are going to need to bring dog treats, because what is a vacation without some treats? Right, Popeye? You're of course gonna wanna bring a large container of water, enough water for your dog for each day, or at least bring a refillable container so you can refill water for your pup throughout the trip. A couple other things that you're gonna wanna bring. You're going to want to include your dog's medication. If your dog takes any medication daily or any as needed, you're gonna wanna bring that, and be sure to keep it in the prescription bottle from your dog's veterinarian. You're also going to want to bring with you, I'm gonna put these over here, Popeye, so you don't get any ideas. You're gonna wanna bring your dog's medical history as well as your dog's veterinarian information. Definitely something that you do not want to leave home without. Let's talk hotels. So many hotels are dog friendly now, which is wonderful, but it's important as a pet parent to come prepared. So there are a few things that you're gonna wanna bring along. The first thing is you're gonna wanna bring along your dog's bed, which Popeye and I happen to be sitting on his dog bed right now. You're also gonna wanna bring along your dog's blankie, just so they have some of the comforts from home while they're away. If your dog sleeps in a crate, it might be a good idea to bring that along as well. You're also gonna wanna bring your dog's favorite dog toys. Popeye is laying on one of his right now. A couple other things that you're gonna wanna bring too. The first thing, potty pads. It's a good idea to bring potty pads just in case your dog has an accident. You definitely don't wanna get stuck with a pet cleaning fee. Another thing that you might wanna throw in your bag too is a lint brush, just in case your dog leaves behind some fur when they visit places. You're gonna wanna call ahead and find out the hotel's pet policy. If you're not allowed to leave your dog in the room while you're out and about for the day, you're gonna wanna look into local doggy daycares as well as pet sitters. If you are allowed to leave your dog in the room while you're out, you're gonna wanna make sure to let the front desk know and give them a phone number that you can easily be reached at. If you're traveling to your destination by car, then there are a couple more things that you're gonna wanna bring for your dog. The first thing is a seat belt for your pup, so you can kind of strap him or her in while you're driving so he or she doesn't move around too much. Now, if your dog gets nervous in the car, you might want to consider a calming spray. I have a lavender-based one from Noble Pet Company that Popeye just loves. You can also use these pheromone-based wipes. They're called Adaptil. They're great. You can just rub them on your dog's bed or your dog's blanket, or maybe even just like the seatbelt in the car, so they can get kind of that comforting smell. You're going to want to test them though before the trip to make sure to see if your dog likes them or not. And finally, if your dog is anything like Popeye, then he or she is going to need some cool shades before you guys hit the open road. If you give any of these ideas a try, reach out and let us know. You can tag us on social media using hashtag #OutOfTownHounds. We're gonna take a short break, but don't go anywhere. There's much more doggone fun when we come back. Welcome back to Canine Corner. I'm your host, Riannon Trutanich. Car sickness happens to the best of us, even our dogs. So Dr. Paula from Dr. Paula's Mobile Veterinary Service is here now to talk to us about recognizing the symptoms of car sickness in our pets and helping him or her overcome them. Can dogs, like people, get car sick?
They definitely can. They're not sitting there reading, but they can get car sick, you know? So puppies sometimes get car sick, especially. Some of it may be associated with fear of the car, and so, you know, getting them accustomed to the car first, kind of them getting used to just sitting in the car and getting treats and nothing happens, or sitting in the car and the engine's on and getting treats and having a good time playing. and then driving. And when you drive somewhere the first time, it should be somewhere happy, pleasant, the dog park, somewhere they really like. Shouldn't be just to go get their vaccines or something every time they get in the car. They should go fun places and then increase the distance. If they seem like they're getting car sick, a lot of panting, drooling, pacing, then you may need to consider other things. So we can make sure the air conditioning's blowing on them. Sometimes they do better in the front seat than the back seat.
Like people.
Yeah, and they're, they slide around a little bit less, making sure they feel secure in there, whether they are in a crate. We do have some great medications we can use for car sickness, like Serenia, which comes in a pill form you can ask your veterinarian for. People have used Dronamine before in dogs as well. So there are options to help with car sickness. Sometimes they grow out of it, a lot of times they grow out of it, but for those who don't.
And the symptoms again are just that, the panting?
The panting, the drooling, the pacing.
Okay, no nausea like people?
Vomiting, obviously.
Okay.
If you're going to go on a long trip, sometimes not feeding for several hours beforehand. So whether it be flying or driving, just like if they're going to go in for surgery, you may decide not to feed after midnight and let them have an empty stomach. And then when you get to your destination, feed them, unless it's going to be several days.
Okay. If I'm taking my dog on a road trip, how often should we stop?
So it definitely depends on the age of the dog too.
Okay.
So like a puppy needs to get out every 3 to 4 hours and go potty. A older dog may be able to wait longer, but everyone likes to get up and stretch your legs. If you're feeling like you need to get out and stretch your legs, they probably do too. So I wouldn't push it more than 6 to 8 hours. They should be getting out and moving around.
How long should you stop for? Should you give them water? Which of those?
It's a good time to give them water. And again, it comes down to do they get car sick or not. If they get car sick, maybe you just want to give them a little bit of water. If they don't get car sick, they could have a little snack and water. Walk around. I'd probably let them walk around 15 minutes at minimum,
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice little break to kind of break things up.
Go sightseeing, walk around a little bit. And again, be aware if you're pulling off at rest stops where a lot of dogs get pulled over, you may catch something possibly because everyone's using the same area.
What should you bring for your dog? Like if you're taking your dog in the car and either, maybe they don't get car sick, but you want to make it comfortable for them. What should you kind of bring along just to kind of ease the
familiar things like their blanket that they're used to. Pheromones are great. You can spray a little Adaptile on their blanket, or they sell Adaptile collars that they can wear. A lot of people notice that helps with actual car sickness because of reducing the anxiety. Makes them happy. They're not barking, they're not panting in that car ride. They're not standing over you from the back seat, drooling.
Tell me about your mobile veterinary service, what you guys do, where you go, and just anything a potential customer would want to know.
Okay. So we're a house call practice. We go in people's homes for the convenience of you and the comfort of your pets. We're fear-free certified, meaning we try to make it as fear-free of an experience as possible. We're very treat-based for that reason. So we do ask if they have food allergies before we start. Sometimes we play with toys instead of treats, whatever your dog is into.
You're very popular with the dogs.
Yeah. But it gives us a benefit of being able to see them in the environment that they're comfortable in. We can do it out in the truck. Some people bring us their pets out in the truck, but a lot of times we're doing it in their homes. So they're happily in their beds, on their couches, in their backyards where they're happy. We see dogs, cats, pocket pets, and it kind of gives us the opportunity to also see their environment so we can get a bigger picture of what's going on.
If you are interested in contacting Dr. Paula, please visit drpaulamobile.com or call 310-953-2270. Again, 310-953-2270. Jean Brusovich from Tranquil Pet is here now to talk to us about heat safety for pets. What are some of the symptoms of heat stroke in dogs?
They might behave sluggish, their nose may be dry, excessive panting or drooling, they may faint, they may just like glazed eyes, lack of energy, they might not respond to their name or any of the commands, might have some muscle tremors, rapid pulse. So there's a whole list of these things that you can watch for.
How can I help cool my dog down?
One of the ways that you can cool them down a little bit is to take like room temperature water, or if you're out and you have like a Coke or something.
Like at a picnic or something?
Yeah, long as it's room temperature, you can like maybe put a towel over their backs or just open it and then let the water, room temperature, not ice cold, the water or the liquid run over the back, their back.
Right.
And that will help cool them down a little bit. But if they do show any of these signs of heat stroke, you should get them to your vet immediately.
What precautions can I take to make sure my dog stays hydrated and cool?
A lot of times the other issues that can come up is dehydration and heat stroke. So you want to make sure that they have plenty of shade. If you're out there at the park or on the boat, that they have plenty of shade and cool water like we talked about. You want to limit their exercise to the early morning or late afternoon. So just keep in mind that the pavement absorbs the sun's rays all day long. So even though you may go out there at night and it's cooled down, the pavement is still radiating the heat from all day long.
How can I test if the ground is too hot for my dog to be walking on?
One of the things that you should do is, my 7-second rule. Well, it's not mine, but the 7-second rule, I have adopted this 7-second rule, which is you take the back of your hand and you place it on the pavement or the tar or the ground, wherever you happen to be. And if you can't leave your hand there for 7 seconds, and I'm talking 1001, 1002, it's not safe for the pads of your dog's feet to walk on it. It will burn them.
Is covering my dog's paws a good idea?
I've seen a lot of during the summers is people are buying those booties for their dogs, thinking that will help protect them from the hot pavement. The problem with that is those booties need to be breathable. As we, as humans, perspire throughout our skin, pets perspire only through the pads of their feet. So if you've got a non-breathable bootie covering the pads of their feet, there's no way that they can expend that perspiration, and they're going to end up with heat stroke. So you have to make sure that they're breathable.
What is Tranquil Pet?
Tranquil Pet is my business. I specialize in swimming elderly, arthritic, pre-post-surgery dogs. Those dogs need written vet approval. I am not a vet. I don't claim to be. I will not touch a elderly or a dog with a medical issue without written vet approval. I also swim dogs. I help them get over their fear of the water. I would say 95% of the dogs I swim have never been in the pool before. And I have techniques that I help them get over that fear and enjoy it. So I have a lot of dogs, anywhere from 10 months to 15 years, that are swimming for fun and exercise. I also am certified in small animal massage, where I can give your dog a massage, or I can teach you to give your dog a relaxation massage. I keep my classes small. I also am a Reiki master for animals and humans, and I use Reiki a lot for first-time swimmers because it helps calm them down. I also am certified with Pro Pet Heroes. I'm a certified instructor for pet first aid and CPR, and I also include pet safety in that course. I'm also working with animals and essential oils.
If you would like more information about Tranquil Pet or would like to contact Jean, please visit tranquilpet.com. If you have a question, contact us and we'll be sure to get you the right answer. Call us at 310-618-5762 or email us at caninecorner@torranceca.gov. Now, if you missed the rescue pups at the beginning of our show, or if you're anything like me and want to see the adorable dogs again, here's your recap. Buck is a 10-year-old pug. He is a super sweet dog. He is friendly and gets along with other dogs. He would love to have a family to call his own. Nippy is a 14-year-old pug. She's a super sweet dog with a great personality. She is social and gets along with other dogs. She loves spending time with humans and cannot wait to have a best friend to call her own. Rufus is a 10-year-old pug. He is a great dog. He's very mellow and gets along with other dogs. He is also happy to hang out by himself or with his human. He would make a great addition to your family. If you are interested in adopting one of the dogs, please contact Pug Nation Rescue of Los Angeles by visiting pugnationla.org or call 310-327-7871. Again, 310-327-7871. If you want even more Canine Corner or just want to say hello or share a photo of your pup out on the road this summer, we always love to hear from you. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's all the time we have today. Thanks for joining us here on Canine Corner. I'm Riannon Trutanich, and we'll see you next time.